Hey guys, I'm SaltEMike, and this is your Star Citizen Week in Review for May 31st, 2021. This week was jam-packed, guys. We had so much stuff to talk... I'm just kidding. Like, this is the weirdest week we've had in a long time, so let's get into it. Alright, and if this is your first week in review, this is where I take all of the official Star Citizen news, pile it into one video, and throw my opinions in there as well. I also live stream on Twitch every day but Monday and Tuesday starting at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, you can stop by and say hello, twitch.tv/SaltEMike. Now, we have no patch notes updates, no roadmap updates. We're going to jump straight into video updates with an Inside Star Citizen. I have no idea what this was. This was super weird. It was basically a hashtag ad for the Crusader Hercules and the Nova tank. It wasn't your typical Star Citizen video. It was weird. So here's a little clip of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Before you step aboard today for our test flight, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to the most regal transport, the most powerful offering ever to hit the spaceways from Crusader Industries, the Hercules Starlifter.
In a game that really is in alpha and lacks features and substance and, you know, something to sink your teeth into, and given that Inside Star Citizen has 3 weeks off every quarter, ISC is something that Star Citizen fans really, really look forward to. And I feel like Star Citizen fans felt a little cheated this week. And I feel a little bit cheated this week. Sometimes Inside Star Citizen is good, and sometimes Inside Star Citizen is great. It rarely ever is like this. And from my perspective, and I'm just going to put my point of view out there, Inside Star Citizen is a look into Star Citizen's development and what is coming soon, what is on the horizon. And it allows us to discuss the direction of the game and give feedback on the features that they told us about, and allow us to ask questions about, hey, I didn't quite understand that. Right? Can you elaborate on what you said on ISC this week about XYZ thing? And this didn't give the opportunity for any of that. This was a worse version of the advertising type videos that they do for their spaceship sales. It was just a worse version of that. And yeah, everybody makes mistakes. I hope this is not something that is going to be more regular in the future, and I hope they understand the true value of Inside Star Citizen for us, the backers, in a game that isn't quite ready to be, you know, for prime time yet. But Inside Star Citizen is something that always feeds my excitement for the project and reminds me of what the game can be. And this time, the Inside Star Citizen made me think that I'm not part of a community. I'm just a consumer. And that doesn't feel good. So, yeah. Moving on to Star Citizen Live. It was just another game dev stream where we usually don't dive into these kind of live shows, but I think this clip shows that they have some value, but they may not have value for me.
How often I get messaged from new employees who are just starting and like, hey Jared, I just want to say hi. I learned about the project from watching your videos, and I decided you were the place I wanted to work at because of the videos. So yeah,
it is helpful to show these tools, right? Because I think sometimes we are also like so much deep into development that, you know, we should just sometimes spend a little bit more time to record those things even internally. That would help a lot. But it's good to use these things. At least it gets, you know, a bit more broader view, and it's always good.
So again, these kind of shows may not be interesting to a person who just really wants to play Star Citizen. I'm not really interested in how the cookie is made. I just want to eat it, right? But what Jared's comments here are really powerful, and they're really interesting, that this excites other game developers and aspiring game developers to want to be a part of the project, to see a look into the behind the scenes and stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's why we always include that these videos are here and exist in Week in Review, even though it doesn't create a comment thread or discussion from the video, but it actually still has value. So if you're interested in those kind of things, the link, as always, is in the description. But I can't break down a video like that to provide to you enough information where you would get more value out of it by watching my video over theirs, right? And I think sometimes inside Star Citizen and some of the other videos you can do that with, but for Star Citizen Live, especially the game dev ones, if you're interested in that, the link is there. Watch it yourself, right? And I think that's where the true value is just saying, hey, if you would like something like this, it's right here. Feel free to check it out, and then, yeah, report back. What do you think? Something like that. Moving on to other updates, we're still really in that funding drive. And, yeah, the funding isn't doing as well as it did last year, but it's not doing significantly worse. I think it's doing pretty nice considering since last Invictus, the game hasn't really changed dramatically, and the Invictus event isn't bringing this massive new thing to look at. I know there's a massive new thing to look at, like the interior of the Javelin, but it's not something that I can really see people getting overly excited about and checking it out every day of the week of the event, right? It's like you check it out and then, all right, I saw it, and that's about it. So since my last video, Anvil and Drake Day were the days that we had. Anvil brought no new ships, no concept ships, nothing really to go oh wow over. There's some Invictus skins. Kind of same with Drake Day, no new ships, but there was a new cool Cutlass skin that's like a lot of black with some red highlights. Beware, the Cutlass blue, I don't know what the Cutlass red looks like. It does not look like the image on the screen. It is like the belly is all red. It is different on each variant, and they are not showing that in the image. So, Star Citizen, if you're listening, you have to... People are paying real money for this. This is not available in the game, right? This isn't try it before you buy it kind of thing. So, I hope if somebody's listening, you gotta show the different variants and how they look in the image so people know what they're buying, because Cutlass Black, man, it looks like that and it looks cool. The Cutlass Blue does not look cool to me. And if I only had a blue and I bought the skin because I wanted it to look cool, I'd be pretty upset. So yeah, I think just, hey, put that out there on this skin. I think it's awesome, and I think people are going to buy it, but I hope they know what they're buying, right? The final day, unfortunately, will be live after I record this video, so looking forward to seeing the end of the event and what they have in store. Also, there was a sneak peek this week on the Crusader landing zone. More on that. I mean, that is the big thing that we're going to be getting in 3.14 because, and even that is tentative, I think, at this moment. So who knows what 3.14 is going to have in it, but they're really pushing the way, Crusader looks. So Sub Flair armor is probably the best looking armor I've seen them make so far. I feel like everyone is going to be wearing it that you come across in the game. It's going to be very obvious who the players are, right? And then lastly, a Galactapedia update on, they had a full article on the Magnus system and then a bunch of short articles on Terra and its moons and planets, as well as the other planets and moons in the Magnus system also, to kind of like tie in to the Galactapedia there. So guys, that'll do it this week. A very short video, so make sure you hit a like on it and try and engage with it as much as you can. Leave a comment down below. Sometimes we're just gonna have off weeks in Star Citizen. It's just weird to have an off week for inside Star Citizen a month before 3.14 is supposed to go to Evocati. Or, excuse me, a month before 3.14 should be open to all on the PTU. And we don't even know what's in it. They're not really discussing a lot of the features that are coming with that. So let's hope this is like an Invictus fever thing that's happening here. And next week we're going to get a lot of updates on the features and fun that we're going to be having with the 3.14 patch coming in the hopefully near future, because 3.13 took a long time to kind of get rolling. So guys, that'll do it with this week's video. Make sure you hit a like on it, leave a comment, and yeah, all the links of everything that we discussed here is in the description down below, and hopefully next week is a little bit more full, a little bit more exciting to talk about. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.